So when you work the drill empty hand, it comes here. You show that angle number 1. Bam! I show it over here. She shows it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I face it and play it. Okay? But so I can take that theory of it, that drill, and actually make it work if I understand the hand.
Hey guys, welcome to my commentary on the martial way. I am KShabazz, founder and chief instructor of Black Phoenix Kune located here in Atlanta, Georgia. Here we have Professor James Hundon, founder of Universal Martial Arts Academy, demonstrating how to properly use training drills. In this example, he's using Hubud or Hubud Lubud. Many people don't understand the true versatility of a martial arts training drill. Sure, drills are used to learn and develop technique, but there is something a little bit more important that training drills are used for. So, I'm going to play the full clip, then I'll come back and give you my comments.
When you work the drill empty hand, it comes here. You show that angle number 1. Bam! I show it over here. She shows it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I face it and play it. Okay? But so I can take that theory of it, that drill, and actually make it work if I understand the hand. I'm here. Bam, 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 boom. That's the Hubud. If I make that my fist, it goes ba 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 boom. We can go and get into another combination where I store the bicep, get in the gooseneck. There's my finger lock. Okay? Wrap it up here. Okay? I can work the Hubud and do straight blast if I want to. I can get into the Hubud, do a trap with the finger lock if I want to. Okay, or a hammer lock. Okay, just explodes is going, but I like him today. Okay, so as I'm going, I go here, hit, hit, hit. Again, you see where I am again. Boom, there's my 2.
This clip is a perfect example of something you may have heard me say time and time again. The drill is not the art. While it is true that drills exist to help you develop technique, unfortunately, that is where most martial artists stop in their development. They learn how to do the drill, whichever drill that may be, and they will use the drill to develop individual technique, as well as any other particular attributes that you would need to actually execute that technique. But they often don't learn how to execute technique outside of the drill. Bruce Lee said, set patterns incapable of adaptability and pliability only offer a better cage. Truth is outside of all patterns. In this clip, Professor Hundon demonstrates the pattern, the cage, then he expresses the truth outside of the pattern, outside of the cage. The lesson here is use the drill to learn how to functionalize your technique. This is a lesson that I personally learned back in 2007, 2008. You can learn the technique, you can practice the technique. You may even come to master that technique. But if you don't learn how to functionalize that technique, then the technique that you've learned and developed so well, you will never be able to actually use it with any real world application. While Professor Hundon is using Hubud or Hubud Lubud out of the Filipino martial arts, what I'm saying carries across all martial arts. Here's an example. In karate, the drill is referred to as kata, and the functionalization or the practical application is referred to as the bunkai. But this, what I'm talking about isn't quite bunkai, but let me give you a real world example. I will teach you paksao, which is a technique, then I will teach you Hubud, which is a drill. The fact that these are two different things from two different arts, from two different cultures, was and still is somewhat revolutionary in and of itself. But I digress. I will have you perform Hubud as an exercise, as a drill, but then I will have you execute paksao during the execution of Hubud. This is how you learn how to execute technique out of motion. And being able to execute technique out of motion is what makes it functional. Those who were never exposed to this type of training are those who say Pak Sao doesn't work as a real world technique. It doesn't have any real world application. Well, this is how you functionalize your Pak Sao. As a matter of fact, with this still being somewhat of a foreign concept, it's why many people will look at training drills. Remember, I said the drill is not the art. They will look at a training drill and profoundly proclaim that that would never work in a fight. Nah, what are you gonna do? So learn the technique, learn the drill, learn how to execute technique out of the drill, and then repeat that process with other techniques as well as with other drills. Before you know it, you'll be executing several different techniques out of several different drills, which will make your training sessions come alive. You are no longer, as Bruce Lee said, dissecting a corpse. All right, well, that's the clip. Those are my comments. Let's continue talking about it in the box below. If you want more content like this, look up Black Phoenix Jeet Kune on Instagram and on YouTube. Follow me on IG and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. You can also find me on Facebook. And if you visit, make sure you like the page. If you want to train with me in person and you're in the Atlanta area, visit my website, Black Phoenix JKD, for my locations, class times, as well as my price list. If you aren't in the Atlanta area, consider signing up for my online training academy. And just the same, all of those details are on my website, Black Phoenix JKD. Lastly, if you have any questions, concerns, or considerations, you can private message me via any of those social media platforms, but you can also send me an email directly from my website. I want to thank you for tuning in. It's KShabazz for Black Phoenix Jeet Kune, and I will see you in class.